Hey guys, welcome to an episode of 5 Minutes with Phil. And you may see Phil smiling today because, boy, have we got an episode for you. It's a little bit different now. Remember, you guys, I remember, you guys might remember, avid viewers of 5 Minutes with Phil, might remember a bit of a joke. Was it a year ago, maybe? About a year ago, I pretended to interview our glorious Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese. Sheezy. And it turned out I was just interviewing a tree. Well, guys, have we got a treat for you? Because we've actually got Anthony Albanese online, on the phone. So we are going to be interviewing him today. He's gloriously given us a bit of his time. We've got a couple of questions for him. A couple from me, a couple from Phil. So, I guess, without further ado, this is our interview with our glorious Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese. So, good morning, Anthony. Thank you for joining us here today.
Thanks very much.
So, anyway, thanks for joining us and taking the time out of your, no doubt, hectic schedule. I just wanted to clarify something with you, though, mate. I've always been a bit unsure of how your name actually gets pronounced. Is it Albanese, or would you rather us call you Albo, or is it Albanese?
Well, this importantly, look, it isn't about me. This is an important element. I continue to call for respectful discussion.
Awesome, thanks for clearing that up. So the next question is from Phil here. As you know, you're on 5 Minutes with Phil. So the next question is from him, and it says here, are you scared of being wiped out next year? Because my thoughts are, you will be. What have you got to say about that?
I will feel very disappointed for Indigenous Australians.
That was a great answer, mate. Thank you for clearing that one up. So my next question for you, Anthony, is we're seeing some reluctance in the young people these days to get into the workforce and actually contribute. Have you got any plans or solutions on getting the youth of Australia to take part in society? And if you do, what are they?
It is unfortunate that we've got a responsibility to work each and every day. I'm not going to get into that sort of debate. And Australia, when we wake up, will have a defence force.
Well, that's fantastic. We ask the hard-hitting questions here on 5 Minutes with Phil, that's for sure. So the next question from Phil, actually, it's a bit more of a personal question from Phil. He wants to know, what are your thoughts on the songs that we've been working on?
The composition and procedures of The Voice. The details there, and of course, I think this is about lifting a burden off Australia's shoulders.
Fantastic. Now, just piggybacking off of that question, Albo, do you actually listen to or watch 5 Minutes with Phil?
Yes!
All right, well, what's your favourite segment?
This is something that requires a response.
Alrighty. Well, anyway, we've kept you long enough. We'll just wrap up. Phil's got one more last question for you, mate, and he wants to know, are you happy with the money that you wasted during your time as Prime Minister?
Climate change, climate emergency, climate change on climate change. The implications of climate change to combat climate change, acting on climate change, action on climate change.
Rightio. Well, look, mate, thanks for your time. It's been a blast. Hopefully we can do this again in the future. Maybe next year we could do it. We might be able to talk to ex-Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. Anyway, thank you very much. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of 5 Minutes with Phil today, guys. We'll have more music for you next week. No interviews. We just had to knock this one out of the way because, take the opportunities while you got them. I've been Chris. This is Phil. We'll see you next time.